From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back. Floods are the most common and costly weather disasters in the U.S., and they can cause severe damage to homes and businesses in the matter of minutes. Michelle Mills from the BBB is here to share what you can do to protect your property before the storm and how to avoid the scams after the storm. How are you doing today, Michelle?
I'm great. How are you, David?
I'm doing awesome. So what makes flood prep so important?
Well, so it's really expensive to take care of a flood. So even 1 inch of water in your home can cost about $25,000 in repairs. So that's one thing. And your insurance policy probably doesn't cover it because it doesn't come in your standard policy. So it can be very, very expensive. So that's why prevention is key to kind of minimize that out-of-pocket expense if it does happen to you.
Yes, ma'am. What can homeowners and business owners do to prepare?
So number one, take a look at your insurance policy. Know what's covered, what's not covered. Again, it's not covered in a standard policy, so know what that looks like. The second thing is make sure that you prep your home. Make sure you have good drainage. Make sure your gutters are cleaned out because you don't want those, especially we're in hurricane season now, right? So, that means lots of rain means potential flooding here. So make sure your gutters are cleaned out so that there's nothing blocking the water flow, because that can also damage your roof and cause a lot of other things. You might need French drains. So make sure you have good drainage to keep that water away from your home. And the third thing is to make sure all of your important documents are in something that's watertight and off the ground, so that those things don't get damaged if your house does have flood.
Yes, ma'am. And what red flags should we watch out for after a flood happens?
So unfortunately, whenever there's a disaster or flooding or anything like that, then also the scam artists come out of the woodwork and they want to take advantage of you when you're at the most vulnerable, right? So you might see some door-to-door people who aren't legitimate come to your home or business, and they're probably not going to have any company branding, so that's one thing to look out for. They're going to have very high pressure sales. They're going to be very, very pushy about you trying to get you to make a decision right now, and they might ask you to pay in full up front, and that's always a red flag. You want to pay. We recommend in thirds. A third when you get before you get started, a third halfway through, and a third when the job is done to your satisfaction. So just watch out for those things, and also, again, do your research before you choose a company. Make sure they're legitimate and they have a history of doing good business with customers.
Yes, and why is it so important for us to slow down and take our time when we're looking at these different companies?
We make bad decisions when we're emotional, so it's always a good idea to pause, do your research, and make sure you're making educated decisions whenever you're spending money, whenever you're making a donation. And so that's kind of why we're here.
Yes, ma'am. And where can we get more information?
You can go to bbb.org, or you can give us a call at 903-581-5704.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much for coming in and helping other people out.
Of course, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. For more information, go to the website right there on your screen.